Good evening, viewers, and thanks for joining us once again. Just a bit of shameless plug before we proceed with today's video. Some of our merchandise we've got for sale at the moment. We've got our t-shirts here with our Mid-Coast logo on the front there, and on the back we've got our logo with Drift Drag and Pro Street Specialists. We've got some hats here. We've got our normal peak and your flat peak hats. Naturally all genuine, like the parts we use, all genuine flex fit caps. Got our logo on the front there, on the back Pro Street Specialists on the back there. Once again, very good hats, very good quality. Got some stubby holders, free stubby holder with everybody that makes a purchase of our merchandise, so keep that in mind. Got stubby holders there. Got our hoodies once again with our logo on the front. We've got zip ups. And we've also got just your kangaroo pocket style blank hoodie on the front there. Got our logo naturally on the just some cleaning instructions. Got our logo on the front there. Once again, zip up hoodie, one of my favourites. And once again on the back we got our Mid-Coast logo, and once again Drift Drag and Pro Street Specialists. So there we go. Alrighty, so if you'd like to order some merchandise, I'll put a link in the comments down below to our Facebook page. If you can't get in contact with us, just leave a comment in the comments down below and I'll try and get back to you. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Really stoked with how it's all going, and yeah, just let the channel progress a bit more. So once again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to get hold of some of our merchandise, just get in contact with us and we can send it to you Australia-wide. Alrighty, let's get on with today's video. Okay, so next build that we've got on the bench here is out of a UC Torana. They refer to these as a baby Salisbury. The customer has, please excuse me, has acquired a set of 28 spline billet axles for these. For this, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't believe you can buy anything aftermarket performance for these. So Altra 9 have actually supplied him with a set of billet axles. These look actually really quite nice, screw-in studs, and they've also made this UC Torana, or for this application for this baby Salisbury diff, they've made a LSD center for it. Nice looking piece, to be quite honest. Now this is actually made by Altra 9. I believe that they've actually got internally in here the internals out of an ELEF style like that LSD, which is like that side gear and cone, and like some of the other bits and pieces that's in that tub there. So basically speaking, they've literally got the internals of one of these, which you can actually buy brand new, and put it all into this this lovely billet hemisphere that they've designed and made. I'm not 100% sure on the origin of all of it, as far as who's made what, whether Altra 9 have made all of this stuff or not, because once again the customer has supplied it all. So we're not doing a ratio change, we're using this gear set, crown wheel and pinion. So what I'll also do is once again tear it all down. As you can see, it needs a good bath and a good clean up, so we'll spend probably about 6 hours cleaning all this up and getting it all prepared, etc., wire wheeling it and bathing it and all the rest of the stuff that goes with it. But yeah, we'll glass bead blast the gear set, like I was saying, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I think yeah, we'll just start hooking into it, I reckon. Yep, quite a nice LSD. It's got, like I was saying, late model Borg Warner 4-pin internals in it, from what I can gather, just from having a look at it. I haven't torn it down, that you can buy brand new. I don't know, once again, whether Ultra 9 have actually made these cases, these hemisphere cases themselves, or whether they've had them made or they've come from somewhere. Yeah, once again, at the end of the day, nice piece. So yeah, we'll just see how well it fits in here. I've been told I don't have to do any machining, etc., but we'll just wait and see. And once again, yeah, the axles are quite a nice piece, to be quite honest. Yeah, for what this is going to be used for. Oh, and I believe also, excuse me, the customer is putting, well, he has supplied discs, etc. So I believe this conversion also allows him to do a Commodore rear disc brake conversion on it as well. So yeah, all right, we'll just we'll get hooking into this and get it underway. Okay, so after more than a few hours of wire wheeling and cleaning and painting, etc., we've got it all painted here on the bench, the housing, that is. So basically speaking, what I do with these is I wire wheel them all back to bare metal. Then they get a coat of rust converter, and then I leave that sit overnight. The whole housing goes blue-black, almost looks like this, to be quite honest, to penetrate all the rust, etc., on the outside of the housing. Then I give it a pressure wash inside and out, degrease, etc., pressure wash, hydro wash, and then we give it a coat of primer and then a coat of black, satin black after that as well. So that's the housing all prepared up, ready for the build. So we'll get stuck into that. I've also dressed the gears. In this instance, we've, like I said, dressed the gears, glass bead blasted them, etc. Got them all ready for the install. So I'll get the crown wheel onto this next. Then I put the bearings on there, so I don't damage the bearings at all when I'm putting the crown wheel on, etc. And then we'll get stuck into dummying all this up with the slipper bearings, etc. So alrighty, so I'll get stuck into getting this dummied up, and we'll come back and have a look at it all. Okay, so fast forward a few months. As you can see, we've got the UC Torana Diff all finished off. I didn't do a lot of videoing on this because it's been a bit of a pain to do. I had to actually move. Well, a lot of machining was involved, to be quite honest. The customer had some shims made up for me because we needed to move this over. I worked it out roughly just around about 60 odd thou. It turned out that we had to move it actually across over 100 thou. Once again, like I said, it's been a real pain to set up. I had to machine the bottom of the pinion. That's no stress, something you do when you fit a CAS as well. But to have to move the carrier across, like I said, over 100 thou has been a bit of a pain. A lot of machining to get this right and set it up, because once you start to put preload on the bearings, it moves all of this around again. So yeah, once again, without going into too much detail and waffling on too much, it was a real pain to set up, and we had to move this across once again over 100 thou, and the customer was kind enough to have, once again, some shims made up so that I could actually machine down one shim and put a like an excess packer in there. Once again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's just been an absolute pain, and like I said, I wasn't even going to finish off this video, but I thought I've done a couple bits to lead up to the finish of it, so I just thought I'd just finish it off. So anyway, without waffling on too much, we've got the Ultra 9 axles in there. we've got the customer's gear set in there once again, all glass bead blasted. As you can see, it's come up absolutely mint, you know, textbook pattern all the way around. You're not going to get much more better than that for a used gear set, so very happy with all that. And yeah, once again, just a quick pan around the whole diff. So got the Altra 9 28 spline axles in there. We've cleaned and prepared the all of the housing, etc., and got it all ready for the customer now to come and pick it up. So he's going to come and pick that one up this afternoon.